Welcome back to the channel.
It's good to be back. We've rebranded. Lindy Vanna is, well, it's not no more, but
It's still there somewhere in our hearts.
we're still Lindy hopping after all. But yes, welcome back to the channel, everybody.
It's a good spot for a little van review, isn't it?
Yes. Hopefully, we've got some new kit, and obviously, we've got a new van.
It's only been a couple days since we got it, so it's all very, very new. And obviously we couldn't wait to share the news with you guys.
Yeah, so the van is a 2010 Sprinter, and you may have seen already that the channel name has changed just a little bit.
We've had this name on our Instagram for quite a while. I think it's been over a year or
Yeah,
so
something like that, yeah.
And I think now our journey is a little bit different. We're not going to be traveling as much in this part of the year, but we're going to be doing something else.
Yeah, so the goal from now on is to be converting vans. We want to make sure that we do really good quality vans and that we put as much love into the conversions as we have done with our own vans. And that goes for sourcing the correct base van in the first place.
So, job number one, done.
Job number one done, yes. A second new thing that's new to the channel is we've got some new recording equipment. We've got a decent camera, we've got a decent mic. I'm sure it's all getting ruined by wind noise right now because I forgot the dead cat, but you can see that the intention is there. Let's show you the van. We've been at home for a little while. We started our life back in our house after having moved out of the van back in December, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster. We've had Christmas, we've had our swing dance festival in February, which was really fun and was quite a success, I think, so that was lucky. And now we're on to the next project, which is this van. So come inside and I'll show you all about it. Yeah, so as you can see, it's this gorgeous metallic blue colour. It's absolutely stunning. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the conversion, we end up selling our black van instead of this. Because this is, yeah, just such a beautiful colour. And we went to go and look at a lot of vans before we got this one because we wanted to get the best possible base model that we could afford for the conversion that wasn't rusted through. And we went to go and see so many rust buckets, but this is absolutely solid. There's not a spot of rust on it. And it used to be an ex-SSE van, so it's been serviced every time it's meant to be serviced. It's got full service history, and that's the benefit of getting a van that's been a fleet vehicle, is that you know, no expense has been spared on maintaining the van.
When we went to see the van, we were looking out for a bunch of different things. Usually it's both me and Sam everywhere around with the torch, looking for any, you know, weird scratches, shows of rust. Also, we always want to check that the panels of the van are all consistent colour, the same metallic blue, so we can, you know, question if it's been resprayed or it's been in a car crash or things like that. So it's really, you know, good to have two people looking around. Even so, I'm not the car expert, but it just helps to have, you know, two pairs of eyes. So as you can see, in this van, they've got this almost rubber edge, or not rubber edge, but it's a little bit different than other vans. Other Sprinter vans very commonly have issue around this corner. So when you open the sliding doors on both sides, this corner and the other can be so rusty. One of these vans, I nearly put my finger through and pieces started falling off of that rusty corner. So that's something to look out for. Hello! So inside, as you can see, it's not much in there to see yet. hopefully in a couple months time it's going to be all beautiful and cozy and homey. But at the moment it's just a regular van. I think they used it for gas supplies or gas something, so it's just a cargo van, and it's got a plywood floor which we're gonna rip out. It's got some stud panel walls that we're gonna rip out as well, and as any van, Sprinter van, it's got a bulkhead to the front dividing the cab area and the back, which we'll also get rid of.
Welcome to the back doors. Oh my God. Yeah, it's been really hard not to do anything on the van yet because we've had it a whole 2 days, and straight after we got it I wanted to get in here and start ripping all of this out. But yeah, really wanted to show you this this van as it is when we got it, so you can keep up to date with the whole process of the full conversion. So as you can see, another spot for rust on these vans is at the bottom of these doors, or as I should say, as you can't see, because the bottom of these doors are totally solid. There's no rust on them whatsoever. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this van. It should be a good specimen to be a camper van at some point. And the guy that we bought it off, he actually bought it because he wanted to turn it into a camper van, but then his wife apparently came into some money, whatever that means, and they bought a custom built motorhome. They were in their probably 50s, 60s anyway, so I guess the prospect of converting it into a camper van wasn't so keen for them. But this van also has these little sticky strips along the side of the doors, all of the edges of the doors, as Gabby was saying earlier. But I actually thought when we went to go and look at the van that these were covering up rust or something, but I took a few of them off, and sure enough, they're actually to protect the doors, and they're in great condition. So you might be interested to know what sort of style we're going for with the conversion, and actually we're going to go for exactly the same style as we've got in our current van at the moment, in our own van, because as you guys know, we lived in it for like 5 or 6 months last year, and we would change nothing about it apart from the fact that it doesn't have a shower, but we can't do anything about that because we're not a long wheelbase. Yeah, so thanks so much for joining us in today's video, guys. We're super excited to be back on YouTube, albeit rebranded slightly as Sprinter Van.
I'm not used to this new name, are we?
No. Albeit rebranded as Sprinter Van Conversions, but we're still Sam and Gabi, and I'm sure Basie will feature on the channel too.
Yeah, Basie will be our little quality assurance inspector. And you know, at the beginning I said, oh, we're not going to travel this part of the year. Not sure how true that is. We just might not travel in the van as much, but there might be some travel content as you follow along our Sprinter Van conversions.
Thanks again for joining, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Oh, and also maybe comment below on what you're excited to see about in this van conversion, what you particularly like about our current van conversion, and what you'd like to see perhaps any tutorials on or anything like that. This is going to be our, well, 5th van conversion, so we like to think that we can answer most questions now, but you never know, every day's a school day. Yeah. Don't forget to like, please subscribe if you enjoyed the video, keep up to date with all of the conversion as we go forward, and we'll try and release the video every single Sunday for you guys to keep up to date with us.
Follow us on Instagram as well, we'll put some stories and behind the scenes there.
See you later!
Bye!
Was it recording? Is it recording? Oh, it's recording.
It might take some time to get back into it.
Oh, it's still recording. Is it recording?